back, and I hope you enjoy our coverage. Monica Seles, left-handed, two-handed both sides, the most extraordinary player against Arantxa Sanchez. It's a tactic that she's been using a lot all fortnight, the disguised drop shot. That's a great shot. Nothing players like more very early in a match than to hit the ball right in the middle of the sweet spot of the racket, and that was a very, very good forehand. Sanchez Vicaria's been scrapping and defending and messing her opponents around all week in a very positive way. She will move Monica Seles around from side to side. And a good start from the Spaniard, giving her first break point. There it is, the error from Seles, giving a good start. 1-love in the first set. Yes, just out. Very good length and a very good volley. And I think if there is a slight difference between both these players, that Arantxa Sanchez is slightly more of a rounded player, slightly more, less weaknesses and volleys better than Seles. Likes to come to the net, as you see there with that forehand topspin volley. Very confident start. The umpire, Mr. Merlet, just asking the linesman to confirm. And the umpire deciding to give 2 balls. And Arantxa Sanchez walking very quickly there. Very good ace down the line. a great shot. That's a very, very well played from Arantxa Sanchez. Incredible how she even managed to get one of those shots. She was so wide. And what a start for the Spaniard. There's the drop shot, and completely outfoxing Monica Seles. Great start for the Spaniard. Love to. Well, it was the right shot, although it didn't work. You can see already that Sanchez Vicario, his tactics are going to be to bring Monica Seles into the net. Monica prefers to stay on the baseline and hammer them from side to side. And the players all fortnight are querying, quite rightly in a way, all the balls. But normally the linesman comes up and then puts his left or right hand out in a very positive way. There have been very, very few number of overrules by the umpire. Mr. Merlet has decided to go with the linesman's call. Again, Arantxa Sanchez felt the ball was on the line. So many balls are just missing. Well, again, you saw the ball just being called out. And Monica Seles manages to get a game. There's Mrs. Sanchez Vicario, as ever, on the stands watching her daughter. And I think the families play a very important part in both. So much endorsements, so much publicity. It's very important to keep a balanced life. And parents come in very useful. 2-1. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? The umpire has overruled the call. The linesman didn't put his hand out and players just do not like the umpire overruling at all. Well, Mr. Millet puts his fingers up and says, well, 2 inches, but that's a difficult call. If it's that close, it's very difficult for the umpire to call that because it's a long way away from him. Sanchez Vicario determined not to lose any concentration. 15-all. Yes, well played. And you can see how grueling the rallies are going to be this afternoon for both players. Both players very fit indeed, used to long, arduous rallies. Monica Seles just waiting for that short ball and pouncing on it with a two-handed backhand. Break back of serve from Monica Seles. Just a couple of unforced errors from Sanchez Vicario, who started this match in a very, very high standard. Packed crowd here at Roland Garros. All square at 2-all. It's a little high. No, and she's missed it. Oh, one can see that the drop shot's going to be an important play from Arantxa Sanchez today. Let off the hook there. Good length. On the line. Another drop shot. No, and the ball was out. Well, physically, if this match continues like this, which I'm sure it will, the physical fitness of both these players is going to come into play later on in this match. Drop shot just being played gently down the line, going for the pass, but the ball just out. Arantxa Sanchez just remembering what, about 3 or 4 or 5 maybe. Very close call that she's had so far. Nope, just out. Arantxa had to go for the winner there because she was just travelling too fast. She couldn't stop herself. So this match has started in amazing fast pace for both players. difficulty of playing Monica Seles. She's just unrepentant in the hard-hitting shots from this two-handed sides, two-handed backhand, two-handed forehand. Just hates to lose 1 point. So Seles manages to get the last 3 games. Mr. and Mrs. Seles looking on in delight. We're going to take a little break. Stay with us. We'll be back in a few moments. 2-love down. Suddenly won 3 games in a row. 2-3 first set. Played. Forcing Monica Seles there to hit the one-handed forehand instead of her normal two-handed. Again the one-handed shot the second time, and then the nice disguised drop shot. Both girls using the drop shot to great effect. Obviously, Monica Seles gets more power with her two-handed shots than her one-handed shot, but that little one just to get nice bit of control on the ball. Amazing the pace that Seles keeps up, isn't it? Oh, that's a marvellous two-handed cross-court backhand after such a long rally. The physical demands on both these youngsters is great, and to come out with a shot like that after the long rally is quite remarkable. She's a tough little fighter, Sanchez Vicario. There's no doubting the will and determination and gutsy character of this one on your screen, but Sanchez Vicario, she's also very determined. No, just out. So she stopped the rot, having been 2-love up, and then finding herself 3 games to 2 down. She wins the serve. High standard final so far. Neither player wanting to give an inch. 3-all. I'm sure sitting at home you can hear the grunts of Monica Seles. She's always had that grunt, right from a very, very young age. Tried to get rid of it, but has been unable to. And really, it's now accepted completely by players, doesn't put them off. Very few complaints about it. Just look at that. Ho, ho, ho. Jose Higueras on the left, and Jim Courier. Jim Courier, who's in the men's singles final tomorrow against Andre Agassi. He's looking nice and relaxed. Perhaps a little doubt in both players' mind about that last call, whether or not it was going to be called out, but Seles, obviously only ever picking up one ball, asking the ball boy for the second one. Again the drop shot, the wrong footing drop shot again, sending her opponent the wrong way. Just look at it again on this slow motion. It's the control that she gets on that shot.
Mademoiselle Seles.
Going back to Maureen Connolly. Both very engaging personalities. Good match so far, 3-4. And I think that would probably do her confidence a lot of good, and perhaps will remind her that she's got to come to the net a little bit more. Not easy when Seles is moving you around from side to side, but she does volley well. Nope. She always gets a lot of control over her ground strokes, Sanchez Vicario. Nope. A few unforced errors coming from the racket of Arantxa Sanchez. So an opportunity for Monica Seles to go 5-3 with a break point. Such a good shot. And that's what I mean about the determination and aggression of Monica Seles. She just seems to be able to have a sixth sense of opportunity. It's a second serve. She can see that Arantxa Sanchez is struggling a little bit. Just hits the ball straight down the line. Nope, just out. Well, there was the volley. She did well actually to get it, although it was a little high. Thought for 1 minute she was going to go straight at the body, but perhaps they would have